All right, girl, let's do this. I am depressed. I'm very depressed. I've been very depressed since I was about 5 years old, and I came to the realization because Mercury is in retrograde, which is causing me to retrospect and reflect on my own personal life. A lot of my issues stem from people just simply being mad at me for telling my tea, my own tea. I contemplated quitting YouTube, and I'm going to spill this, and I just simply don't care. How about that? I just straight don't care. If I get kicked out of my home, whatever, I live in my car, I straight up don't care. But I did a video 2-3 months ago about what I was going through at the time, and I'm still dealing with. Part of why I'm depressed. My great-grandfather promised to give me a car, took me to the car dealership. We got out there, picked the car, was about to sign the paperwork, turned around, he said, never mind, and we left. That caused some depression. Took my house. He took my house. I was living in the house. I wake up, he's building inside of my house, me a little corner, ain't got no bathroom, ain't got no kitchen, this, that, and the other, and he's moving somebody else into my house. He took my house. I mentioned in that video that he was not pleased with my mother getting married. Okay, first of all, I love that song, but second of all, why are you so loud? Why do the black children come over here in front of Steinmart where the white girls are and bump their music? What are you doing? It's not them. I don't know who they are, but it's not them. It's this white guy that just drove up that y'all can't see. Anyway, girl, so I mentioned in that video that my great-grandfather was punishing me because he was upset with my mother for getting married. My mother's husband decided to be upset. And so now all this energy is in the house, and I go off energy. I'm an energy-based person. When your energy is not aligned, I either don't deal with you, I steer away, or I see what's going on because I can read and feel energies. That's my whole thing. That's my judge. It's been my judge my whole life. I've been able to detect energies. That's my thing. I see sometimes in color. You know, I can tell you what's wrong with you a lot of the times. I have a gift. It runs in my family. On my great-grandmother's side, they're from Louisiana, and that's what the girls do over there. I have that gift. So the energies have been off. The energies have caused me to go into a depression. I spent all day yesterday laying in bed asking the Lord to stop my heart. Did. All day yesterday. That's just fact. I laid there. I listened to Otis Redding. I listened to Sharon Carpenter. And I listened to Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks. And I asked the Lord to stop my heart. I did. Because the energies in the places that I am are not conducive for me to live. And I don't have anywhere else to go. Another thing that bothers me is every time I say anything at all. I posted a status yesterday because people keep saying, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. There's nothing really necessarily to talk about. I'm just depressed. I've been depressed. Girl, if you don't stop all that doggone hollering, I swear to God. What I don't have is time. Where was I? I posted a status yesterday saying, everybody keep asking me to talk. Ain't nothing really to talk about, blah, blah, blah. I got a text message saying, stop blaming your family for everything, blah, blah, blah. Nowhere in the status did I say anything about my family. Nowhere. But that's a problem my family has. I don't be talking about them at all. And they come in, stop talking about your family. We love you. We care about you. We cherish you. Who said anything about you? Who called you? This is a hit dog holler. Nobody said anything to you or about you. Nobody. And I'm not trying to start no beef, but I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so drained. And I just simply do not have the time. Because what my family does is they badger me, they pick at me, they do stuff that they already know is going to upset me. And then when I speak out about it, we love you, we care about you, we don't have time for you and your foolishness, cut that out, blah, blah, blah. Stop putting stuff on Facebook and you ain't never going to get a job if you put this stuff. Girl, I was trying to die yesterday. I ain't worried about no job. I'm trying to go up yonder to be with my Lord. I'm not worried about a job. I'm just simply not. I'm not. I would like to be mentally better. And I've gotten all the, you need to pray, you need to read your Bible, you need to go to church. I've done all of those things. All of them. When I was going to church regularly, I was dealing with this and I was praying and I was reading my Bible and wasn't nothing getting better. Now that I'm not going to churches as much, I'm still praying, I'm still reading my Bible. Stuff still ain't getting better. There has been virtually no change in me going to church every Sunday and me going to church every couple Sundays. Every, few months I pop in. There's been virtually no change. And I'm not saying that the Lord ain't, good and he don't work it out and I don't believe in him. I'm not saying none of that. I'm simply saying that there has been limited to no change. I mean, facts. I ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm not trying to argue with my family. I'm not trying to do anything in particular but live and be my best self. And the girls keep coming at me. Keep coming at me. I'm tired. I am exhausted. Being alive is a chore, especially when I did not ask to be alive. And I think the only reason that I'm still here and I have not gotten up the energy to go ahead and jump off of a bridge is because my mother has already lost a child. And I'm trying to, spare the girls. I really am. I don't like being alive. I'm not interested in none of this. I'm tired. I'm tired. And you know what? I've recently found out that a lot of the girls that are related to my mother's husband watch this channel. How y'all doing? Y'all can continue to call him and cause discourse in my home if that's what you want to do. Y'all call him and ask him if he's doing all right because you saw a video that Kayla did and she said and this, that, and the other. You keep causing discourse in my home. You keep doing that. Because that's your purpose. That's the only reason you are on this earth, apparently, is to cause discourse in somebody else's life. Who has time? Who has time? You ain't got nothing else to do. You can't be, I don't know who you are. I really don't. Won't nobody tell me the tea. But I imagine that you are an adult. So you don't have a job. You don't have no kids. You don't have a hobby. What? You don't paint cuckoo clocks in your spare time. You got to be on my channel watching my stuff and causing foolishness. Okay. Keep it up. Keep doing that. That's your thing. You do your thing. I'll do my thing. But what I do not have time for is foolishness that I'm not doing any foolishness. I have not done anything to anybody. For y'all to be coming at me all the time, all of this, family is doing hit dog hollering stuff because ain't nobody called their name, ain't nobody said nothing to them or about them, but here they come, with that. I don't have time. I don't be trying to stir up no mess with nobody. I mind my business. I go to work, I go home. I go to work, I go home. I go to work, I go home. I don't bother nobody. And I'm tired of all of this food. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And I have been discouraged from coming on this this channel and spilling. I've been discouraged because, you're telling my tea, or you shouldn't be saying these things. You shouldn't talk about yourself online, and you shouldn't. I don't have anybody else to talk about anything to, because if I try to mention anything to my family, it's immediately shut down. It is. The only outlet I have is YouTube. So here I am. What I'm not going to do is stop. I almost stopped. I almost said, you know what, forget it. I'll just internalize everything and I'll suffer. But I've been internalizing stuff since I was at least 5. And it has turned me into this. If I do it for another 18, 19 years, imagine how crazy I'm going to be. I need to talk. I figured out yesterday that a lot of my issues span from me being abandoned by my father at about 5 years old. He moved. He went to the whole opposite end of, he went back to the north where he came from. That didn't necessarily bother me too much, but what did bother me is my mother started working a whole lot, and then she started just doing stuff, living her life as, I can't expect her to not have wanted to enjoy her life, but she kept leaving me with my grandmama. She'll say, I'll be here in an hour come and go, and she's not here. That caused me a lot of harm. Now, no fault. I'm not blaming my mama, whatever. It's just what happened. Now, another thing is I was raised by my mama and my grandmama. A lot of the time I was with my grandmama. She was nurturing. She was kind. She was cool. Everything was kosher. And then all of a sudden she flipped on me and started going off on me all day, every day. It's just what happened. I don't know what changed in her. I don't know what she didn't like about me, developing into a teenager that she just wasn't feeling. But she stopped giving me the nurturing and the care that I needed. So I was abandoned by both of my parents, and my grandmama flipped on me. I felt abandoned by my grandmama. That's what happened. That's my truth. That's my tea. And I hate the term my truth. I really do. But that's what happened. I can't act like that's not something that's bothering me and keep that in and just not tell nobody, not talk about it to nobody because, it's going to hurt some feelings and, stop spilling my tea and don't tell nobody this because it's not their business, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not their business, but I do need to talk. And I do need to talk about what's wrong with me. Anyway, child, I'm not going to be bothered to sit on this video too much longer. It's cold out here. I left home early so I could slide out here and get something to eat, but I ain't even hungry no more. Whatever, girl. I'll call y'all at another time. If you're mad watching this video, continue to be mad. Enjoy your anger. Feast on it and live off of it and prosper. I'm going to prosper. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows, honestly? Who knows? But what I'm going to do is get off this video and go find something to do for the next 45 minutes till I got to be at work. So I'll call y'all whenever I feel like calling y'all. Bye.